Shalom, shalom, Israel. Again, it's your brother, Don Gabar, with a lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elect. But first and foremost, I want to give all praises and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Yahweh is the Most High God. Yahushai is who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ. And the Rakakwadash is the Holy Spirit. And I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who've been ruling well through the Spirit, teaching His word and believing His word to the best of their ability. Lord willing, the Most High continue to put on their spirit to endure and continue to bring forth 100% of the Most High doctrine to the best of their ability. And the mighty Shalom to the hopeful elect that are scattered four corners of the earth, teaching His word and believing His word. Lord willing, they can continue to endure and to be sincere. And Shalom to the Aquathium that are believers in the Most High word. Lord willing, you can continue in your lot, being a loving and silent and virtuous woman. And Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on the other brothers and sisters that's not in the faith. It's a video that I had did earlier um, during my lunch break, and it was called "The Men of the Lord are not for the community, but they're here for the elect." And I cannot stop getting it off out my head. And um, I just want to talk about it again. And I'm just letting you know, this right here is my YouTube channel, Adar 144, and I'm on all the pages that I'm subscribed to. Now, it should be more, but it'd be hard because there's so many brothers that be teaching with Great Millstone, let alone the affiliates and the brothers I labor with. Now, I'm not going to click each page, but, this right here is the apostles, GMS Apostles Street Ministry. This is that page right here. You get totally fed, but the whole point of this video is to show you each page that I'm going to click. They're literally only teaching for the elect's sake. You know, they're not teaching for the whole world. They're not here for the whole community. You know, this is my brother Asher that I labor with. Each page that you see on here, go look them up. If you're not part of their camp, I'm telling you, like and subscribe and start watching them videos. You know, you got this one, GMS declaring the end. I believe, yeah, this is Elder Tahar's. You got so many backup pages. All this right here is my go-to right here. But it's so many pages. You can see them. Now, some of these other ones that's part of, it's like all of them is GMS or affiliates. You know, and I got news on here. But mostly everybody I truly watch that's in Great Millstone and the affiliates, they're teaching for the elect's sake. This one motivates me too, because it's a young man, teaching with his father. But his father always says, whenever you see us doing the video, it's because of my son. And it motivate. I know a lot of us might not have sons that's, in the scriptures or, because of this world, whitewashed us. A lot of us, we don't have those mighty those kids like back in the past, but some of us do, you know. And this is called Cub of Yahweh. This is his channel, and he gets in there. His motivation to see a young lion. This man is like gotta be younger than at least 14, you know. He is straight motivation, like how the Lord brought, bringing him in this thing, and if the Lord allow me, I would like to bring out a precept if I'm allowed to on this thing. What did I want? I think I just want to go to this classic right here, which is Luke chapter 2. Um, I want to really get to the point. This is going into like when Yahushai, his father Joseph, and Mary was about to go keep Passover, so they went to Jerusalem. And after they did that, they were on their way back home. And of course, they look around, they don't see Yahushai. So what they tried to do was look for him in the places that they went, and come to find he was with, doctors of the law, right? So I'm gonna really start at verse 45. It says this, on the left hand side is the KJV, the right hand side is the NLT, but I'm reading the KJV. It says, and when they found him not, they turned back again to Jerusalem seeking him. And it came to pass that after 3 days they found him in the temple, sitting in the midst of the doctors, both hearing them and asking him questions. And all that heard him were astonished at his understanding and answers. And when they saw him, they were amazed. And his mother said unto him, Son, why hast thou thus dealt with us? Behold, thy father and I have sought thee sorrowing. And he said unto them, How is it that ye sought me? Was ye not that I must be about my father's business? And we can't be slothful in the Lord's business. That brings me to another classic, you know, not having to go too hard with it, but the classic. We In the other video, I went to St. John chapter 10, starting at verse 25. You know, the Lord is taught the sheep know his voice. And that's only the elect. You know, the Lord is gonna separate the sheep from the goat, right? But to read this, St. John 21:15. So when they had dined, Yahushua said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my lambs. And he saith to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, Yea, Lord, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, Feed my sheep. And he saith unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, Lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Lord, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, Feed my sheep. And I'm quoting the St. John 10 again, and I'm gonna go to it. Right? This is St. John chapter 10, reading verse 25. And Yahushua answered them, I told you, and believe ye not the works that I do in my Father's name, because this is what we do. This work, we must be doing it in the true name of the Lord, not God, not Jesus. Those are substitute. Because when you come in this thing, it's all about getting edified and built in the true knowledge. And when you get built in the true knowledge, you come across the name of the Lord. Why it said that I do in my Father's name? Why didn't it just say Lord? Why didn't it just say God? Because the Most High has a name, which is Yahweh. He is, He exists, He to be, right? They bear witness of me, but ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. Another little sidebar. Judas was part of the 12. He was elected to be part of the 12, but his heart steered him away. And then even the Lord told him to go do what you must go do. And guess what? That one right there is an example of the Lord showing you He'll pluck you out of this thing. Judas got plucked out of the ministry, man. You know, and that goes back to what I was saying in 2 Samuel 3:1. You know, the house of David, which is symbolic to Yahushai, is in battle against the house of Saul, which is symbolic to the false prophets, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, them niggas. You know, you know. So the ones that's not the sheep is the 2/3, plain and simple. Why would we teach everybody if somebody's gonna die? The Lord, the Lord has death on His mind. You can't say that's not true because the prophecy has to be fulfilled. Waiting, Now, verse 26 again. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep. You're not of the fold, right? As I said unto you, my sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. That started making me think of uh what is it, Luke 9:23. We pick up the cross. He said, if you want to follow me, we must deny ourselves and pick up the cross, you know. Just to deal with the sheep. St. John chapter 10, verse 4, it says, "And when ye put forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice." And all, verse 8, dropping down to verse 8, so we know the Lord's voice. Let alone, how do we know his voice? Through the prophets. Verse 8, it says, "And all that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them." Verse 16, "And the other sheep I have, which are not of this fold, them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice. There shall be one fold and the one shepherd." What's the one fold? The whole 12 tribes, right? The Jews was cleaving on more because it's the southern kingdom, because of David. The tabernacles of David is going to start with the southern kingdom, really with Judah. Very plain and simple. And what the Lord did, he ushered a move, right? And what did he tell the prophets? That they was going to preach in the uttermost part of the earth. And the uttermost part of the earth is the end of the earth. What is the end of the earth? America. You know, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You know, I'm gonna go to another classic, which brothers bring at Isaiah, because if you are, in the house of Saul, you are the one that didn't consider. You know, this is Isaiah 1 and 3. They didn't consider on this side. You know, back then it was already example because we became Gentiles, but this is the end time. Who's gonna consider now? This is Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. My people do not consider. You got to think, just like how the elder apostles in Romans 11, verse 26, they say the elect gonna make it. But what does it say in Romans 11 and 26? That all Israel will be saved, right? The two-thirds that die, which Bishop Nathaniel trying to say the two-thirds gonna burn forever, then that takes away from the mercy of the Lord. You know, the Lord put us in 14 captivities, back to back to back to back. The wicked, the righteous, the wicked, the righteous, the wicked, the righteous. Make it all make sense. That lake of fire is a supreme punishment, you know. But then now they gotta understand this truth, death by pain, you know. But the elect considered it, man. That's why let me get this closing one. You know, I wish I could go in there a little more, but like my brother Asher always say, man, sometimes you could just smack them with a 1, 2, 3. You don't need too much to drown them, right? I'll read this verse in the NLT. This is Romans 11 verse 7. Um, I'm just doing this so you can see where I'm at. Now, verse 7, it says, "So this is the situation. Most of the people of Israel have not found the favor of God. They are looking for so earnestly. A few have, the one God has chosen, but the hearts of the rest were hardened." The two-thirds heart was hardened like Pharaoh. You know, this is why you have to make your calling and election sure. You know, to be the elect, you're gonna make your calling and election sure. You're gonna know what's actually what's actually beneficial for you. You know, through the spirit, I ain't gonna lie, through the Rakaka document, my captain over there doing the video. This is how I know in the spirit that the elect is only out here teaching. I'm calling it the elect teachers, because the elect teachers are only teaching for the elect men, the elect women, and the elect children, man. You know, this is not a affair of a community of Israelites. We're not in the time of King David, King Saul, King Hezekiah, King Hosea, right? We're in the time of the apostles and the prophets, bringing back the tabernacles of David. So you got to understand, we're only in here for the elect. So like I said earlier, when we was going through my subscriptions, these brothers is only teaching for the elect. They're not teaching for the community, man. You know? So really, you should be hearing somebody teaching about the destruction of this place. You should be hearing people teach about the salvation of the elect, not the teaching of saving everybody, man. The Lord didn't put the prophets to be here to be called Captain Save-A-Ho, you know? So Lord willing, this was edifying to the hopeful elect, whoever it may be. And I'm going to, give honor and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom, shalom from your brother Adar.